Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't gas, we know what it takes. Every set of bill from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. Joining me tonight, once again, are the voices inside my head alongside my good friends, myself and I, as we rejoin the Wild West Racing League out here tonight, here at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park, out here tonight. Yes, I shortened the name up on the timing tower, so it would all fit, because believe me, that is a lot to try and fit in that tiny little text box. Just about 3/4 of a mile, 860 feet above sea level, 40 mile an hour pit road speed limit, 65 degrees in the air, 64 degrees on the track around here at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis. Out here tonight with the ARCA series once again. We have a pretty decent field out here tonight. A couple of new names we haven't seen before. 62 of Joel Brewer. 55 of Richard Crane joining us once again. Keith Fonseca in the number 61, excuse me. Number 61 Monster Energy car out here tonight with just about 4 minutes 30 left to go. 60 off of turn 2, drifting it out in the Menards Tide, number 60. Pulling it back on down pit road. Ty Sykes also out on the racetrack as we jump back on over to the 61 out here tonight. Rolling around the racetrack, trying to get that car warmed up. Another car spinning around. One of Ty Sykes backwards on the front stretch. 61 of Keith Fonseca joining back to pit road as we have drivers meeting going on. Brighton Coleman back on down pit road. Jeff Ramsdell back off once again, actually while I'm thinking about it. See if we have specialty cameras out here tonight. Oh, I did not know that. Apologies. It's like, wait a minute, we have... Good to know we do have specialty cameras out here, but... the more you know, I guess. We do see some hearts in the chat. We thank you to whoever is in this session, or, well, watching the stream anyway, I should say. Appreciate you all coming out here tonight with just under 3 minutes left to go. Minute 45 left to go here at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis. Minute 30 left. Still on board with the 61 of Keith Fonseca. 25 of Nick Daughtery just ahead of him. We have a decent little field out here tonight. We have 18 cars for the ARCA series out here tonight. Ashton Hayward, Keith Ayers, Brighton Coleman, your top three. Jeff Ramsdell, Marcus Kaiser, Scott Rush, Mike Douglas, a new name. Gavin Daughtery, Keith Fonseca, Joel Brewer, Dakota Henderson, Justin Bell, Mike Presley, Mike Daughtery, Nick Daughtery, Ace Campbell, Richard Crane, and Ty Sykes all out on the racetrack out here tonight. I'm not sure if our friend Michael Loveless will be joining us, Last Minute Loveless, as we all affectionately nicknamed him. Just under a minute to go out here tonight. Some good sounding ARCA cars here at Lucas Oil. 30 seconds out here tonight. Some good practice laps out here at Lucas Oil. Practice winding down out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players in different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. RAIDER PvE. Let's take a look at who's going to be first out on track. 19 of Keith Ayers looking to go first out here tonight. Everybody's starting to pull on out off of pit road. 19 off the bottom of turn 2, getting ready to wind this baby up. Number 19 running a little bit high off of turns 3 and 4, really trying to get that momentum built up. Off of turn 4 now through the restart zone. Green flag is out for the 19 of Keith Ayers, rolling it down into turn 1, keeping it nice and high, trying to keep that momentum nice and where he can. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go into turn 3. Again, this first lap is usually just a lap to try and get the tires warmed up as best they can, get the brakes worn in. A little bit sideways through the exit of turn 4. White flag is out, coming back no matter what. 19 of Keith Ayers with a 22.287 out here tonight, running a little bit wide through turn 1. Down the backstretch we go into turn 3. Once again, Ashton Hayward, Scott Rush beating Keith Ayers now. Ty Sykes, Nick Daughtery, and Ace Campbell. 19 Ayers will jump up to second with a 22.088 out here tonight. 22.504 for Ashton Hayward as we jump on down to Mike Presley, just leaving pit road now. Ace Campbell in the 728 up to second, or up to 8th, excuse me. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said second. Ashton Hayward up to first, Justin Bell up to second, excuse me. I don't know why I said Ace Campbell up to second. That is my bad. False information. I'm good at that. Let's go on over to Jeff Ramsdell in the number 60. Menard's Tide Machine out here tonight, rolling off of turn 4 now. Past the restart zone and across the start-finish line. Jeff Ramsdell with an opening lap. That may have just been his out lap, actually. Off of turn 2 we go again. 60 down the backstretch into turn 3. Holding it right down to the bottom of the midline out here tonight. Very cool racing surface, giving everyone the opposite problem. Plenty of grip out here tonight. That's going to be shredding these Goodyear tires, or these General tires. Jeff Ramsdell will not set a qualifying time. What an interesting revelation. He failed to qualify, must have had some form of contact against the wall as Mike Daughtery goes up to 8th. 56. Pulling off to the bottom of the racetrack here. Ty Sykes in the number 1, slamming off the wall. That last lap will not count for the number 1. Mike Daughtery and Dakota Henderson. Henderson just parked up on the bottom of the racetrack. Keith Fonseca down in 15th. One of Ty Sykes looking to give it another go out here tonight. Pretty much drifting off of turns 3 and 4 and across the start-finish line. Ty Sykes will hold 14th. Believe he's just running laps for the sake of doing it. Extra practice never hurt as he dives down pit road. Very, very ballsy down pit road. Mike Douglas, Jeff Ramsdell, Richard Crane, Derek Holachat, and Peyton Burkett yet to qualify out here tonight at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis. Peyton Burkett just leaving pit road now in the Crown Royal number 17. Peyton Burkett already up to 5th out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indy. Back around through turns 3 and 4, really trying to keep that car on the bottom of the racetrack. Cross the start-finish line, and will move up to 3rd out here tonight as qualifying comes to an end here at Lucas Oil. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go as we take a look at the grid out here tonight. Ashton Hayward, Justin Bell, Peyton Burkett, Mike Presley, Keith Ayers, Scott Rush in the Raiders Wasteland 04 down in 6th. Brighton Coleman, Marcus Kaiser, Mike Daugherty, Dakota Henderson down in 10th. Looking at the bottom 20, Gavin Daugherty, Joel Brewer, Nick Daugherty, Ace Campbell, Ty Sykes, Keith Fonseca, Jeff Ramsdell, Derek Holochak, Richard Crane, and Mike Douglas Jr. down in 20th in the number 23. Very solid field for an ARCA race out here tonight. This is going to be some great fun for everyone out on the racetrack. Somebody's also running... Oh. Okay, apparently some folks are not actually in the session, so we will be going anyway. Richard Crane jumping back to pit road. 17, a little slow away there. Everybody rolls on off pit road, excuse me. There we go, that's better. Rolling on around the racetrack here at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis. Richard Crane and Mike Douglas failing to start. Richard Crane getting towed back to pit road. Missed the session start. Ashton Hayward will be your starter out here tonight. Justin Bell, Peyton Burkett, Mike Presley, Keith Ayers, Scott Rush, Brighton Coleman, Marcus Kaiser, Dakota Henderson, Joel Brewer, Mike Daugherty, Gavin Daugherty, Nick Daugherty, Ace Campbell, Ty Sykes, Keith Fonseca, Jeff Ramsdell, and Derek Holochak down in 18th. Out here tonight, everybody ready to go racing here at Lucas Oil with the Wild West Racing League. This broadcast is also brought to you by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for tuning in tonight for a fantastic night of racing as we get ready to get underway here at Lucas Oil. Pace car down pit road, 8 in the 99, giving each other a little bit of the door as we roll back around through turns 3 and 4. Time for squabbles is over. It's time to settle it out all on the racetrack. Roll off of turn 4 into the restart zone we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Lucas Oil Indy. 99 holding the bottom. Switchback from the 8 of Justin Bell early on, taking the bottom of the way from Ashton Hayward, and we charge down the backstretch into turn 3. Everybody getting ready to go racing out here tonight. A little bit of action right here at the front as we get underway. Rolling back around through turns 3 and 4, almost looking to go 3 wide. 8 of Justin Bell, big drift off of turn 4. 99 of Ashton Hayward back up into the lead out here tonight. We continue back on around. Let's jump into the field a little bit here. Let's go on down to Marcus Kaiser in the number 42. Down the backstretch we go, 04 and the 5. Around him, 19 of Keith Ayers alongside. Running the midline through turns 3 and 4, and onto the front stretch we go. 42, big slide, and clobbers the 19. Keith Ayers managed to recover it, but is probably not happy about it. Managed to save what could have been a big crash out here tonight. Richard Crane just leaving pit road 2 laps down, just ahead of the leaders, about to go another lap down. 55 of Richard Crane, not the most elegant start out here tonight for this 70-lap race out here at Lucas Oil Indy. 99 of Ashton Hayward leading the way, 17 of Peyton Burkett behind. Justin Bell down in 3rd, Mike Presley in 4th. Scott Rush in the Raiders Wasteland 04 down in 5th. Marcus Kaiser in the 42 in 6th. Joel Brewer and Dakota Henderson beating the doors off each other off of turn 4 down in 6th and 7th. Keith Fonseca running all over the 62 now. 62 up into the wall. He moved up to 8. Brighton Coleman, Gavin Daugherty. Whoop, Joel Brewer. Whoa! Big one! Caution is out. I was trying to go down through the field, see where everyone was before we got too far into this. Give everybody a little bit of screen time here, so let's take another look. 61, 18, 42. Whole slew of cars got involved here. So I believe this all starts with the 61. This is Keith Fonseca we're looking at now. This is, yep, that is the 62. Getting a bit loose, I believe. That is off of turn 2. Yeah, 62 ping-pongs off the wall. Clobbers the 61, 18 and the 42, nowhere to go. 60 sliding it out of nowhere. 56 getting clobbered as well. I believe that is also the one of Ty Sykes, just at the edge of your screen. And our friend Ace Campbell managing to escape it pretty well. A little bit of rear skew on that back bumper, but otherwise that car looks pretty okay out here tonight at Lucas Oil. A lot of good cars already down pit road. Mike Daughtery, Gavin Daughtery, Ty Sykes, Keith Fonseca, Jeff Ramsdell, Derek Holojak, and Richard Crane back onto the lead lap out here tonight at Lucas Oil with the Wild West Racing League. Big crash in the first laps of this race. This cold racetrack is definitely not helping anybody out here tonight. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing out here tonight. The Golf XR 5184 saying, how about that 99 tonight? Ashton Hayward still leading the way at the moment. They led all 8 laps of green flag action so far. Doing a pretty good job at it. Pace car, again, lights are off. We are ready to go racing once again out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indy. Pace car back on down pit road. 99 and the 17 side by side for the restart. Everybody settled back in and ready to race once again out here tonight. Rolling back through turns 3 and 4, just rolling up towards the restart zone now. Green flag is out and coming. We are racing once again. 99 did not get the restart. He wanted 8 of Justin Bell, given though the pun of the lifetime down into turn 1 and 2. 99 all the way onto the flat of the race. Minimal banking out here, not helping all that much, but it does tend to help a little bit when you're riding up on it. Don't want to use up those tires too early. And laps completed of 70 out here tonight at Lucas Oil. 99 still leading the charge out here tonight. Trying to now run down Peyton Burkett in the 17 as we roll off of turn 2. Let's jump on down into the field a little bit here. Let's go on down to Ace Campbell in the 728, running down in 17th at the moment. Huge damage to the nose from the 728. May have gotten involved in that wreck earlier, and I was mistaken. Apologies if I was. 728 plowing tight, really trying to keep up with the rest of the field out here tonight. Mike Douglas is back out on the track in the number 23, down a few laps at least, down 5 laps out here tonight at Lucas Oil. But hey, still plenty of time to go. Richard Crane managed to get his laps back and is back in the race out here tonight, albeit down in 18th, but still plenty of time out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indy. Jump up into the field a little bit here. Oops, 17 starting to have some radio issues, so we'll jump up over to Keith Ayers in the 19. Down 3 from where he started. Fastest car in, one of the fastest cars in practice, I should say, excuse me. 19 down through turns 1 and 2, 0-4, Raiders Wasteland Machine of Scott Rush right alongside him. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go. Henderson just ahead. 0-4 of Scott Rush still blocking the hell out of this 19. Down to the bottom of the racetrack he goes, trying to run as much as he can, get that extra rotation out here tonight. We are still green flag action at the moment. 19 airs, sneaking it back down the bottom. 0-4 Scott Rush trying to use that momentum on the high side. Can't quite make it happen out here tonight. Mike Daugherty and Richard Crane both down pit road this time. Let's go over to Ashton Hayward, the fastest car in practice and our pole position starter out here tonight, down to third at the moment as the caution's in the air. Keith Fonseca and Scott Rush. Oh! Not what you want to see. Let's take a look. 61 off of turn 4 here. 60 in the 1. Oh! Let's give it another quick look here. 61 in the 0-4. Not sure if they just slid into each other a little bit or if netcode kind of assisted them around. Kind of looked like a little bit of netcode played into that out here tonight. Not the way you want to have a race out here tonight. Hopefully neither car is too heavily damaged. 0-4 Scott Rush definitely battered, but doesn't look too bad out here tonight, scraping off the ground a little bit. Dakota Henderson, Derek Holochak, Ace Campbell, Scott Rush, Keith Fonseca all down pit road. Mike Daugherty down pit road. Ooh, voice crack. Down pit road. 17 of Peyton Burkett still leading the way out here tonight. Here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for tuning in on this beautiful Monday night. Second caution of the night. Pace car's lights are off. We are getting settled back in and ready to race once again out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Back around through turns 1 and 2. Everybody getting settled back in. Trying to get ready for another set of racing. Green flag laps. Pace car down pit road this time. 99 giving a shot to the 8 a little bit here. 8 choosing the high side for the restart, as he is the leader. Back around through turns 3 and 4. Rolling up into the restart zone we go. Green flag is back in the air. We are racing 20 laps into this 70-lap race. 50 laps to go. 8 running the high side, trying to keep that momentum going. Off of turns 1 and 2. 99 right there on the bottom, trying to show him the door. Doesn't quite have the speed to do it. Lead of Justin Bell up to the lead at the moment. Continuing back around through turns 3 and 4 we go. 60 getting a bit of a punt from the 0 there, I think. Overdrove it. Caution back in the air. See what happened here. Everybody stacked up pretty well at the tail end of the field. Not entirely sure what happened. May have been a debris caution. Whoop! One of Ty Sykes drifting it around a little bit. And that's not a huge reason to bring it to a caution. I'm not seeing anybody. Mike Daugherty still down pit road with a lot of damage. Not sure if he got towed back. It's not saying anything happened out here tonight. Let's chalk this up to a debris caution, because I have no idea what just happened here. More hearts in the chat. Appreciate that very much out here tonight. Always a pleasure to be broadcasting for you all here at Tier 1 Studios. Again, the last last normal nighttime broadcast on a weeknight will be this, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday night. We will be going back to night shift at my real life job, which unfortunately takes more precedence than my sim racing job. As much as I enjoy broadcasting for all of you here at home, unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. I have to be here. I have to go to work again at night, and it's just the way it is. Sucks, but it's the truth. Pace car's lights are back off. We are ready to race once again out here tonight. Back around through turns 1 and 2. Pace car back down pit road. Ready to get underway once again out here tonight. 42 of Marcus Kaiser alongside the 8 of Justin Bell. Back around through turns 3 and 4. 8 with a bit of a slide on the restart. Green flag back in the air. I wasn't sure if he launched a little too early there. 60 of Jeff Ramsdell all the way down to the flat on the racetrack. Doing the best he can to just run the hell out of it down there. A couple of cars banging off of the wall. Continuing back on around 26 of 70 this time by. Back around into turns 1 and 2 we go again. Continuing on down the backstretch, let's jump on down into the field once again. Let's go on down to Derek Holochak in the number 89/42 for having to change his scheme back for tonight. That's fine. Running, I believe that is a Kyle Larson pre-incident, quote unquote. That's what we'll call it, paid job on that number 42 Chevrolet out here tonight. Doing a good job running it though. Ace Campbell behind. Fall back a little bit here, down in 10th, but not a bad night by any means out here for that 728 Campbell's Chicken Soup Dubby sponsored car. 19 of Keith Ayers falls behind the number 89 of Derek Holochak, 5 of Henderson, and the 18 of Gavin Daughtery just ahead. Back on around off of turn 2. Time sideways, sliding right back across the nose of the 19. Once again, let's go on down to Nick Daughtery in the 25. Brighton Coleman in the 4 right alongside. One of Ty Sykes right in front with the 728 of Ace Campbell starting to fall back. Whoa! Big one off the start-finish straight. Ace Campbell got accordion there for just a moment. Gavin Daughtery with a major problem. Caution back in the air, 4th caution of the night. Take a look at what happened. Oh! Derek Holochak punts the hell out of the 18, sends him down to the wall. Ace Campbell and everybody else trying to check up and get away from that wreck got pummeled in the process. 728, let's see if I can get a better camera angle here on the chase cam. So we'll go up to here. He sees the wreck in front of him, 18 in the 89 ahead. 25 comes up at about 100 mile an hour. 25 gets punted. Well, punts the 728 for a second there. It gets punted again. I believe that is the one. No, that's not the one. Who is that? That's the 61, excuse me, of Keith Fonseca, giving him the shunt of a lifetime. Down into turn 1. Gavin Daughtery with some pretty good damage, I'm assuming, out here tonight, but managing to keep it rolling in the DNS number 18. Justin Bell leading the way. The Golf XR 5184 saying, "Not my boat, Not my boy Gavin. Unfortunately, your boy Gavin. I think I need to go back to speech therapy. I can't talk English very goodly anymore. Joel Brewer down pit road. Richard Crane staying out. Mike Douglas still down a good amount of laps at the moment. Fourth caution of the night here with the Wild West Racing League here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Brought to you in part by WIO, Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse weekly events for PvE and PvP players and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. 99 up 7 spots since that last caution. Yes, he is. He is down 8 from where he started, currently down in 9th. One heck of a run for the 99 of Ashton Hayward out here tonight. 8 of Justin Bell choosing the outside for the restart once again here at Lucas Oil. 42 of Marcus Kaiser lining up alongside him once again. Gonna be this is just some fun racing we're seeing out here tonight. This is some great action at the moment. Pace car is off. Back around through turns 3 and 4 we go. Green flag back in the air. We are halfway through this race here at Lucas Oil. 8 in the 42, side by side. 42 with a bit of a fender right against the 8's quarter panel there. Got to be careful with that. Off of turn 2, 60 up into the wall. Jeff Ramsdell with a big mover out here tonight. Up 14 places from where he started. Everyone's starting to slide a little bit higher off of turn 4. Tires starting to wear out. 42 with Kaiser sliding out a little bit, managing to keep everything out. Or everything together, excuse me. Back around into turns 1 and 2 we go. 8 of Justin Bell sliding up through the high side of the midline. 60 in the 42, giving a bit of a battle out here. Oh, that's 3 and 4, excuse me. Jeff Ramsdell firmly up to second. Marcus Kaiser down to 5th. They're getting a bit of a shot from the 60. Down the bottom of the racetrack. Very unfortunate that happened, but still plenty of time out here tonight to catch back up. 42 challenging the 17 of Peyton Burkett. 42 Marcus Kaiser starting to really show some speed out here tonight. Great to see. Still very loose on the exit of turn 4. Might be laying on that throttle just a bit too early. 17, the 42 up into the wall. One of Ty Sykes also getting hooked on him for just a second. 3 wide off of turn 2 for just a moment there. This is some great action out here tonight in the ARCA series. Let's jump on down to Mike Presley in the number 0. Running down the 17, the 99, 4 of Brighton Coleman alongside. 61 of Keith Fonseca right there behind him as we charge back around into turns 1 and 2. 17 trying to do the Hail Melon around this racetrack. Not really working out for him. Peyton Burkett down 5 from where he started out here tonight. Everybody doing the best they can. Justin Bell. Whoa, we got smoke. Whoa, 89 around. 19 Keith Ayers also destroying that car on the wall off of turn 4. Caution is back in the air. Derek Holochak backwards off of turn 4. Got shunted by the 99 down into turn 3 and just destroyed from there. Not sure if the 99 was intending to do that, but he definitely did it. The rest of the field tries sneaking on around this number 42, spinning himself back on around. Get underway once again. Marcus Kaiser will be in control of the race on the restart. Marcus Kaiser leading the way. at the moment out here tonight at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway Park. Ty Sykes in second, Peyton Burkett, Mike Presley, Keith Fonseca, Gavin Daughtery, Nick Daughtery, Scott Rush, Joel Brewer down pit road, Richard Crane, Ace Campbell, Jeff Ramsdell, Justin Bell, Ashton Hayward, Dakota Henderson, Keith Ayers, Brighton Coleman, Derek Holochak, Mike Douglas, and Mike Daughtery both down pit road. Joel Brewer falling down to the bottom of the timesheet. Not sure if this is the night for the 62. Holochak trying to get back on around now. Marcus Kaiser still leading the way. We're still under caution out here tonight. Joel Brewer just leaving pit road now. Hopefully he is still on the lead lap out here tonight. He is by some miracle. Pace car's lights are off. 42 of Marcus Kaiser up on the high side for the restart out here tonight. A lot of guys choosing the high side for the restart, trying to get that extra momentum on the high side. Roll back around into turn 3. Pace car down pit road once again. 42 of Marcus Kaiser on the point. 5th caution of the night coming to a close. Rolling back around into turns 3 and 4. Everybody stacked back up. Green flag back in the air. We are racing once again. 42 did not get the start he wanted. One of Ty Sykes down to the bottom. 17 poking his nose down there. Almost trying to go for the move on the flat of the racetrack. Continuing back on around 42 with a monstrous lead now as the cautions back out. Nick Daughtery and Jeff Ramsdell. 3 wide off of turns 1 and 2. 60 getting way loose there. 3-4 wide for a moment. 25 and the 60 coming together. Big hit for the 25 of Nick Daughtery. That car completely destroyed. Derek Holochak also with a crash. Giving a shot to the... Whoa, that's retaliation. He dumped the 99 and sent him into the wall. That's a retaliation wreck if I have ever seen one. 89 of Derek Holochak dumping the 99 of Ashton Hayward in an attempt for a revenge wreck. Failed to make it happen as much as he wanted it to. I have the distinct feeling Holochak's going to get what's coming to him here as he overshoots his box. Wastes some time down pit road. 16 cars still on the lead lap. That is the 23 of Mike Douglas. Continuing back on around, trying to get onto the lead lap. 6th caution of the night. He might actually do it, is the funny part. .42 of Marcus Kaiser still leading the way. Great to see the 42 of Marcus Kaiser leading a race here in the Wild West Racing League. Always a good time to see one of the boys out in front. Obviously, I'm unbiased, but 42 of Marcus, 42, excuse me, of... Oh, wait, they're both 42. 89 of Derek Holochak. My apologies. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight. 89 of Holochak being waved around the pace car by some stroke of luck. Let's see if he is going to have the huevos, I believe the expression is, to go and dump the 99 again. Pace car down pit road, rolling back around through turns 3 and 4. 99 of Ashton Hayward currently down in 10th. Holochak down in 18th. Hayward's going to have a heck of a defense. Green flag back in the air. 21 laps to go out here tonight at Lucas Oil. 42 with a good launch. One of Ty Sykes with a good one as well. 17 holding down to the bottom. 0 of Mike Presley right there with him. Whoa, 42 with a big slide off of turn 2. 17 also with a big slide as well, trying to keep their cars together out here tonight. Track rubbered in nicely, but again, just the temperature and the wear on the tires is not helping anybody out here tonight. 42 up in the lead once again. One of Ty Sykes, almost completely drifting it around through the turns. A couple of cars starting to move around out here tonight. 3 wide off of turn 2 we go again. 20 laps to go, coming down to 19. Jump on over to Ace Campbell in the 728, last car of this lead pack. Caution back in the air. Not seeing any big problems. Richard Crane at the back. Nope. Mike Douglas may actually be able to get back on the lead lap out here tonight. 25 of Nick Daughtery. Very last place. 42 of... that's the 89 of Derek Holochak just ahead of him. 3-4 wide off of turn 4. And that's when the caution came out. Not sure what happened there. Another phantom caution out here tonight for everyone here at Lucas Oils. The 25 of Nick Daughtery goes on down pit road. Just under 20 laps to go here at Lucas Oil. Payne Burkett, Nick Daughtery, Derek Holochak back down pit road. Mike Douglas is getting the wave around again. This might be one of our highest performing streams. We have 12 people in here. Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. Always makes my day happy. 99 better retaliate. That's how you get bonked from the league. So we don't want to see retaliation. As fun as retaliating is, we don't want to see it. We hold ourselves to a lower standard of racing, but for a higher standard of result. Why not? Marcus Kaiser leading the way still. One of Ty Sykes getting those tires warmed back up. 7th caution of the night coming to a close. Nick Daughtery and Mike Daughtery, I believe, at this point are both out of the race. Mike Daughtery down pit road still. Mike Daughtery now down 11. I think he's not moved in a long time. Pace car's lights are off. Ready to go racing once again out here tonight. Ty Sykes and Keith Fonseca, both big movers out here tonight, both up 13 from where they started in 2nd and 3rd, respectively. Ace Campbell, another big mover, he's up 9 from where he started, currently in 5th. 3rd in line on the outside. Back around into turns 3 and 4 we go. 42 of Marcus Kaiser on the point for the restart once again. Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry about that. That was my bad. Green flag back in the air. I thought I'd be clever and click the camera button and it'd be like, ooh, beautiful restart. Rolling off of turn 2 and down the backstretch we go. Into turn... Oh, I don't have a turn 3 cam. Into turn 3. New track, still adjusting the cameras. 42 of Kaiser. Kind of giving one a bit of a push down to the bottom of the racetrack, back around into turns 1 and 2 we go. Whoa! 4 Coleman around! Nope, that's the 8. That's the 8 of Justin Bell around, excuse me. Caution is out. They have 2 very similar looking cars, my apologies. 8 of Justin Bell backwards off of turn 2. Let's take a look. If I can get the camera to work. Thank you! Oh, did he just... I clicked all the wrong buttons. Okay, so let's take a look here. Up 728, overdrove it down into turn 1, or just on the exit of turn 1 into turn 2, punts the 8 out of the way. 728, still drifting, still drifting, still drifting. Managed to kind of save it. 4 goes on up and smacks against the 99. 728 also clobbers the 4 a little bit there, still drifting. 8 of Justin Bell backwards off of turn 2. 728 managed to get it settled. He's Campbell holding 7th. I don't believe that was an intentional wreck, but definitely not a welcome one. And Mike Douglas Jr. in the number 23 Oreo Chevrolet is back on the lead lap after starting 5 laps down. He is still in this race out here tonight at Lucas Oil. He may be down, but he is definitely not out here tonight at Lucas Oil. As he goes immediately down pit road. Don't blame him. Ashton Hayward up in 6th. Ace Campbell down in 7th. I'm looking for Derek Holochak. Holochak down in 13th. Holochak still has some work to do to go get him again if he wants to go. Not that I'm encouraging it, of course, but sometimes that's how people operate. Pace car's lights are off. Everybody getting stacked up and ready to race, hopefully for the final time out here tonight. Pace car back on down pit road. We are ready to go racing out here tonight. Back around into turns 3 and 4 we go. 42 of Marcus Kaiser on the point once again. Ty Sykes alongside. Keith Fonseca and Mike Presley behind. Green flag back in the air. 9 laps to go out here tonight at Lucas Oil. Back on around and onto the backstretch we go. Down into turns 3 and 4 now. A little bit of 3-wide action once again out here tonight. Let's see if we can finish this race under green flag conditions. That would be, of course, preferred. Maybe not, as the 99 gets shipped again. Nope, that was the 19. 19, excuse me. Not 99. 19 of Keith Ayers got shipped. Huge hit for the 55. Let's jump in. Wrong button. Stop. Come back. Thank you. 17 gives the 19 a punt. 8 alongside. 17 drives it down to the bottom. 89 of Holochak on the high side. Squeezes the 8. Nothing they can do, and it's just dominoes from there. 19 gets punted by the 17 and the 55, I believe that was, of Richard Crane. Yes, it was. A lot of... Mike Douglas managed to get around that with some grace as well. What a save from everybody out there tonight. Keith Ayers down to 15th. Not the night he was hoping for, but still doing a pretty decent job out here tonight. Marcus Kaiser, having led a majority of the laps out here tonight, has led 24 of the 70 laps. We're going to be 25 this time by. A lot of good cars really struggling out here tonight. Nick Daughtery back out on the racetrack. By some miracle, got that thing going. Down 5 laps. Peyton Burkett down in 17th, down 1. .42 of Marcus Kaiser. the lead of the 2 Toyotas out here tonight. Only 1 Ford as well. Joel Brewer down in 12th in the number 62, the lone Ford Mustang out here tonight. Marcus Kaiser and Richard Crane in 1st and 17th. The first and last car on the lead lap are both Toyotas. Ty Sykes, Mike, everybody else is just in a Chevrolet. I'm not even going to go through that. Oh, excuse me. Late night sinuses. Nothing like a good crunch to your breath. 9th caution of the night coming to a close once again out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. This broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO, Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. Back around into turns 3 and 4, 42 on a high side for the restart once again. Back into the restart zone we go. Green flag is in the air with 3 laps to go here at Lucas Oil. Anything at this point will be overtime. What a Ty Sykes driving it down to the bottom. What a beautiful start from the 1. Down into turns 1 and 2. 61 trying to go down to the bottom of Mike Presley behind. 5 of Henderson blocking that on the high side. A little bit of an attempt for 3 wide. 0 in the 5 almost getting together off of turn 3 into turn 4. 2 laps to go. A little bit of 3 wide action down the front stretch with the 728, the 4, the 60. Back through turns 1 and 2. One of Ty Sykes leading the way now. 42 of Marcus Kaiser giving it everything he has and more. Caution back in the air. We are going to overtime here at Lucas Oil. Joel Brewer with a crash off of turn 2. Let's jump back and take a look. The lone Ford Mustang losing it into turn 1, or off of turn 2, excuse me, actually, and gets a bit of assistance from the rest of the field. Not the way we wanted the race to end, but we are going to overtime here at Lucas Oil. Ty Sykes, the big mover out here tonight. Ty Sykes now leading the way. 10th caution of the night. It will be a green-white checkered finish out here tonight. Joel Brewer and Mike Douglas both down pit road. I'm surprised more folks haven't gone down pit road. Extra tires and fuel at this point. Well, cold tires at this point might not be the best option, but debating on what everyone's fuel levels are might be an interesting problem out here tonight. Ty Sykes working in those tires as best he can. 42. Actually, looks like he's trying to cool them down a little bit. Running a little bit higher on the racetrack, trying to get those extra little bit of rubber on the race car out there tonight. 5 of Henderson giving him a punt down into turn 3. Not sure if the 42 is starting to run out of gas or what, but I'm assuming everybody's going to be struggling on fuel out here tonight at Lucas Oil. 10th caution of the night. Even with how many caution laps we have had, anybody would be struggling for fuel out here tonight. One of Ty Sykes choosing the high side for the restart. 42 of Marcus Kaiser will start on the bottom. Green, white, checkered finish out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. This is going to be a fantastic ending to this race here with the Wild West Racing League ARCA Series. Let's see if we can make it around one more time. Take the white flag, and then it's a demolition derby, and it's all on the table. 89 of Holacek right there as well. 99 of Ashton Hayward not too far up from him. Let's see if the rivalry will continue. Back around off of turn 4. Green flag back in the air. We are racing once again, and it's chaos on the restart. Couple cars sideways. 728 all the way down to the apron. Managed to get it going. Everybody away clean, though. Back around. Whoa, we got trouble at the back. Scott Rush, Keith Ayers, completely destroyed. Scott Rush upside down. What happened here? Okay, hang on. We need to rewind this a little bit. So, chase cam. So, it looks like 61 of Keith Fonseca may have missed a shift on the start. Nope, one of Ty Sykes might have checked up on the start, actually, by the looks of it. But regardless, 04 Scott Rush at the tail end of this. Watching everybody going out. The 8, the 728, 99, all stuck up against the wall. 04 got stuck right against the wall. 62 behind him gives him the netcode punch of a lifetime. 55 way down on the bottom. Pace car just pulling to their spot on the end of pit road. 19 of Keith Ayers losing it ahead of him. Chopping down to the 89 of Holochak. 19, oh no. Oh no, just torpedoes into the 04. And the netcode of a lifetime as the 04 of Scott Rush gets full-on Lightning McQueen wrecked. Up, over, and barrel rolling into the grass off the exit of turn 2. Landing up on his roof against the exit, against the infield wall. That car totaled. We are going to the second overtime out here tonight. Major crash for Scott Rush. Not the night he wanted, but one heck of an effort regardless out here tonight for the 04 Raiders Wasteland machine of Scott Rush. Now down in 18th. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight. Down pit road it goes. One of Ty Sykes on the point for the restart. Let's see if we get a better start to this race out here tonight. Once again, 11th caution of the night coming to a close. Stacked back up and ready to race. Green flag back in the air. We are racing once again. One of Ty Sykes away like a bullet. 5 of Henderson right there with him. Down into turn 1 we go. 42 of Kaiser running all the way against the apron. That extra rotation just can't quite make the speed happen on the bottom. Whoa, we got trouble again. Car sideways. Still green. Back around into turns 3 and 4 we go. Still green out here tonight. Peyton Burkett, Nick Daugherty, a whole slew of cars. We're going white flag. It doesn't matter anymore. No more cautions. Justin Bell getting towed back to pit road. Carnage on the backstretch off of turn 2. That last lap by. We're still racing out here tonight at the moment. Back around into turn 3 and 4. 25 of Nick Daugherty trying to get out of the way is the one of Ty Sykes. Wins out here tonight at Lucas Oil, Indianapolis. What a finish out here tonight. Before we go to post-race interviews, we have to go take a look at what happened back here. Justin Bell with a monstrous crash. 61-60 involved. 23-25, forgetting what the brakes were. Down into turn 3. Destroying the 25. 25 destroyed the 17 of Burkett. Not sure what that was all about, but he just completely sent it and destroyed the hell out of the 17. Man on a mission for that one. Might have been aiming for the 89, but one heck of a finish out here tonight. A lot of good cars destroyed at the last minute, but Ty Sykes, your race winner out here tonight. Burning it down all over the start-finish line. That a lot of this race is definitely going to be under review in the post. Let's get Ty Sykes in here.
Gave you
Ty
the
Sykes,
outside.
this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
Hey, Pat, I got you.
What a heck of a race out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis. A little bit of retaliation and a lot of chaos, but you came out on top. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Just trying to stay out of trouble. The first half of the race, I was definitely a part of a lot of the trouble. Just getting caught up in a bunch of the, I guess, retaliation and bumping and grinding. And then I just landed on the right side of the pits and kind of worked my way up from there. But yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'd say it worked out pretty well for you in the end, finishing up on the top step of the podium. Congratulations once again out here tonight. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No, I appreciate Wild West putting this thing on, and I wish we had a little bit of a cleaner race moving forward. But I mean, I think the cautions kind of worked out in my favor, so I'm not going to complain too much. But I would like more green flag laps moving forward. But that's it, and thanks for the broadcast, as always. Nice talking with you, Pat.
Congratulations once again. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm also just watching everyone get pulled up into the truck chat at the moment. Everybody up there at the moment reviewing that absolute carnage of a race. Let's get Dakota Henderson in here before we go too far into this. Dakota Henderson, congratulations on the P2 out here tonight.
Yes, sir. It was a hard-fought one. Yeah, I did get a little bit of racing when I could get it in. I gave my door handles to a couple drivers, so I appreciate them taking them from me. I'll take theirs back next week if they want to swap them out again. Understandable, and I'll take it. Old Ty definitely kept us honest with his strategy there, so we'll go get them next week.
Couldn't have put it better myself. We'll let you get back up to the truck. I believe there is quite a lot to talk about, but regardless, congratulations on the P2 out here tonight.
All righty, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you as well. Thank you. Let's get Mike Presley in here. Mike Presley, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Patrick, I got you, buddy. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. Mike Presley finishing down in third out here tonight by a second. Nothing to shake a stick at. That was one fantastic race.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I really surprised myself, to be honest with you. I never had any idea that I'd do this well. I mean, the short tracks are not really my track, but there's just something about tonight. It just took over me.
Well, hey, once again, a fantastic result out here for you tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, buddy, I'd like to thank Tanner Ensign and Rio Outlaw Dogcast and Perfect Logo Promotion for the sticking with us, and my teammates, Ensign Motorsports. They're just a bunch of great guys. We all work together, and I appreciate them all. And I thank you, Patrick, for showing this broadcast, and had a good time.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us once again, and congratulations on the P3.
Thank you, Jay.
Well, since everyone else is actually in the truck voice chat at the moment, certainly probably having some words that we're not going to be joining them for, because that would be that might be a little spicier than all of us here at Tier 1 are ready to handle the responsibility for. We thank you all for watching out here tonight. We hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more racing action here at Tier 1 Studios. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll be back once again with the Wild West Racing League Late Model and Gen 4 Cup Series. On Friday, we'll be back with the second to final race with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen at the Infield of Dreams, Iowa Speedway, and then back on Sunday with the Wild West Racing League 1987 Series once again. This broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse, weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. REIDERPVE. This broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. This has been the Wild West Racing League. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen, as we take a quick final look at our results. Ty Sykes with 14 laps led and the hard charger out here tonight. Marcus Kaiser with the most laps led. Justin Bell with the fastest lap of the night. And Ashton Hayward with a pole position out here tonight. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs with the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you want to win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you want to win races, Tier 1 setup shop. See you in Victory Lane. Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1.